Hey Rockstar, Steve aka Void here, and I want to talk to you today about creating a game you're guaranteed to win. Now, before we get into that, I wanted to show you this link below, playfromday1.com. So that's number one, playfromday1.com. If you want to work with me personally, where I can show you how to create a game you're guaranteed to win, which is what you're going to see in this video, how you're going to be able to play an average of 2 to 3 songs per week on the guitar, just like my students in Play From Day One are doing right now. Then be sure to add your name to the waiting list. Right now, public registration is closed, but add your name to the waiting list and answer a few quick questions about your guitar playing, and then I'll reach out to you when a spot becomes available to you and if it feels like it's the right fit. So today we are going to be talking about creating a game you're guaranteed to win on guitar. And the other day I was talking about face value, looking at songs face value, listening to songs face value, approaching songs face value. And what that means is you hear the song on on the radio or on Spotify, and you look up a tab or you watch a video and you're trying to learn that song at face value, all the moves, all the different things that that they're doing on the record right away. So I call this face value. You're matching your level of playing to the level of playing on the record, and that's a big problem. At least for most guitar players it is, which is going to take a long time. You're striving for this thing that may or may not happen, may take weeks, months, even years to accomplish, and you may never ever accomplish it. And that's all because of strategy, not because of your ability or your limits of your talents. It's mostly about strategy. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to create a game we're guaranteed to win. We're going to match the level of the song to your current level. And this is a big part about how we play from day one. Awesome, Rocky. See you there, buddy. That's so great that the videos have helped so much. Cool. So what we're going to do, quick example. This is going to be a pretty short video, but a quick example. Let's just say we're playing Sultans of Swing. Okay, and on the record, how does it go? We got like, it goes like... So you have the main part that most people, you hear this main riff. So you try playing it, you're trying to figure out like finger picking, trying to figure out like the fingers over here on the fretboard, and you try to get this working. Maybe, you know, if you just start playing, some of the notes might be blocked, and it's just like, that's a frustrating experience. That is not how I want you to be approaching guitar, no matter what level you're playing at. Instead, think about how can you play this song right away. Okay, so how can you get in the game? First of all, we're going to use my standing on stage method, my SOS, which is imagining that you're on stage with the band. So Mark Knopfler is going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting at first, and you just want to lock in with the band. So put on the record. And the first step, if you're an absolute beginner, then what I would do, I would just play with one finger here, and I would play the bass notes, let's say on the 6th string, because we're creating a game we're guaranteed to win, which means that it has to be a game that we can win for sure. That's what guaranteed means, right? So if I have poor technique, or my technique isn't as refined, then I'm going to try limiting the risk. And so if I go to, let's say, the 10th fret, and I go to the 8th fret, and I go to the 6th fret, it doesn't matter if my picking isn't solid, because it doesn't have to be that precise. The first string I hit is going to be the 6th string. So the first game that I would play, that I would guarantee to win, is all downstrokes, you know. And the whole idea is to play with the record right away, because that's where there's the pulse, there's, you know, you have that beat that I've been talking about, you know, and you're able to play along with the record there, rather than thinking about anything like complex, like you have finger picking technique. How do I get this? Okay, so this is kind of weird to have my fingers like this, and pull off, things like that, like slides. You know, there's too much going on in that version. So instead, you can start by, okay, well, let's just get myself in the game, and I'm gonna just like play along with the record. So cool, and you're just matching up with the record first and foremost. Then what you can do maybe like power chords or something like that. You go like and maybe if you're good at power chords, that's where you could start. Again, you're matching the song to your current level of playing. Then maybe you match that up to, let's say, you build it out, fast forward a little bit, a few games later, you're playing bar chords. So, okay, and then maybe you start getting like some strumming in there. So instead of just having it be a little bit like, you know, ba ba bam, you can go like Now, if you play that for anyone, even though it's not this, they could still hear it. I was like, oh yeah, no way, that's Sultans of Swing. No way, that's cool. And so my point here is there's a million different variations of this, and it's all about you and where you're at on the guitar. Is instead of matching your current skill level with the level of the song, which is going to be a recipe for disaster, it's going to just take a long time for you to learn like that. I'd rather you played a game you're guaranteed to win where you
before we do that, I want to make sure
my
that,
my phone
last week
is going crazy on my computer here. That's so funny.
On our support desk,
just as I was getting going here. That is my wife calling me, so I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get going in a second because she forgot her phone at home. But I'm gonna finish this off over here. That's hilarious. So what happens basically is you want to match your level of playing to you want to match the song to your level of playing. Okay, so it's going to take there's a few more steps involved, but it's going to be a lot more fun, and you're actually going to have a deeper understanding of the song when you do it this way. And it's going to be you're going to be playing music the whole time. So even if you aren't playing the version on the record, you're still having a good time, and you're playing music rather than just trying to like, okay, so how does this work? And just like this kind of thing. You know, it's a lot more enjoyable, okay? So I hope that was helpful. Again, if you want my help to show you how to create a game guaranteed win, where I'm creating games for you and telling you what to do step by step, definitely check out playfromday1.com. That's playfromday1.com. Add your name to the waiting list, and you're gonna answer a few quick questions just to let me know about your situation on guitar. But then once you do that, I'm gonna read every single application, and I'm gonna see, you know, if it feels like we're the right fit and there's a spot for you, then I'll reach out to you with, you know, with the next steps. But the main thing is understanding that you're not matching your level to the level of the song right away. What you're doing is you're matching the level of the song to your current level, and that's a big part of how you play from day one and create a game you're guaranteed to win. Alright, so leave a comment below. Let me know if that helped. Let me know if you have any questions. I read every single question and comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.